My name is JJ Francis. I'm a lieutenant here at Wyndmoor. Let's see a little bit about me. I'm from Upper Gwynedd. I started when I was in the fire service when I was about 14. When I was young, I lived right across the street from the firehouse. So it was kind of just you saw it, you did it. They had a junior program, so I joined up when I was young, and it's kind of taken me in my career ever since. You know, I got my EMT, so I do a lot of corporate emergency management. I did a lot of like safety training, things like that in my younger years, and now I do a little bit of business consulting now on the corporate side of things. I never did fireside career. It was always on the volunteer for years. So Wyndmoor's, I would say majority of it is residential community. We have, you know, a strip of kind of a downtown restaurants and, you know, a couple apartment complexes here and there. A little bit of industrial on the outskirts of town. We have a couple factories, a couple, you know, warehouses, storage units, things like that on the outskirts. But we do about 320, 350 calls a year. You know, I would say 50% of it is, you know, local Springfield, but the rest is mutual aid. We are in Springfield Township, so there's actually 3 stations in Springfield, us, Flowertown, and Orland. So we all cover Springfield Township inside Montgomery County. So we have our rescue, our snorkel, and we just have a special service unit with a lot of our kind of extra rescue stuff, technical rescue, things like that. So smaller station, and we have a small TAC unit as well. But the whole wide spectrum of kind of what we're responding to. So you gotta stay sharp. Climate and stuff, you know, we're on the East Coast. We go through all the 4 seasons. So snow, sleet, rain, hail, whatever you want. We had a decent, you know, winter, decent amount of snow, but doesn't change too much around us. So we're used to it. We've been here for over 100 years. We're a smaller department. We have about 50 active guys, maybe 40 on a good day, but great group of guys here. Most of us are local in this area, living very close to the station, so it's a homey feel. It's a really good vibe, and the camaraderie we have with the guys is great. The volunteer world it's a double-edged sword, right? A lot of us that have done it since we were young, we've kind of been doing this training as a slow burn forever. You know, we do our initial trainings, and then we always just stay up with it, we keep up with it. But the hardest part about the volunteer side of things is it's really hard to get new guys, because throwing a 30-year-old that is just interested in the fire service into this is a lot of time to put in, a lot of, you know, fire school, a lot of training, a lot of hours, so it's hard. I applaud when new guys come in and just say like, hey, you know, I'd love to try this out, because it's a lot of work. We're the rescue company for Springfield Township. So we have our main rescue here, and then we have our special service unit that has a lot of our technical rescue, things like that. So yeah, we're fire, we're rescue. We have a small TAC unit, and then we have our boat with our trailer. It's really kind of worst case scenario. We don't get too many of those responses, but we're one of few in the county that have them. So it's good to have. The tools and the equipment that we show up with, the apparatus that we show up on, is the only way we can do our job, right? They have to be working, they have to be in good condition, they have to be ready to go, and do everything you need to on a moment's notice. You know, the apparatus that we show up on just has to be ready to go. A lot of it comes from maintenance from us, you know, keeping it up to date and keeping everything, you know, in good working order, but a lot of it's just the quality of the equipment that we have. You know, it has to be good, and it has to be ready to go the second you need it. It has to work in that moment, because it's life or death. We have a lot of good support in the community. Yeah, it gets, you know, responding to where you live can get dicey, but you know, you really have the mindset of going in to do the best that you can. I think the community understands that, and they know it. They know that we're a volunteer department, so they know we're just like them, and we're just citizens and, you know, neighbors like them. So it's really nice when they really give appreciation when we come out, when we are the local guys responding to our local community. So it's a good feeling on both sides. I think the community really appreciates it because they know we're all volunteer. We love it because we love to do it, and it's good. We get funding from a township. We get funding from the state, little by little, a couple grants that we get here. A lot of our funding comes from just homegrown people around the community. We do our mailer campaign each year, and it does really well. I mean, people support us, which is great. Everything we can do, we do, and then the rest comes from the community, which is awesome. We love it. We really do. Like it is, people ask that all the time. Like you do this all, you know, just volunteer-wise. We truly love doing what we do, and it is just a passion that we have that it really fulfills in so many different ways. You know, giving back, the camaraderie piece of it, the adrenaline piece of it, it all has a little bit of it that kind of ties it together to keep us here.